So AVAX is honestly is structurally has stayed stronger than Bitcoin because this is the monthly 10 EMA down here. Let me get rid of the of all the other stuff. And takeoff price, Bitcoin's weekly 10. So this red has crossed below the white line, and they've flipped. And AVAX has stayed strong enough where it's still playing between, has not rolled over like Bitcoin has. So from a structural standpoint, it's important to know that. Therefore, if Bitcoin gets another pump here, because this never rolled over and got weak, would probably in that context be able to ignore all of these local highs here and probably blast through them. Take this moment to give me a quick thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, check out the Discord community within the description section, follow me on Twitter at @𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐽𝐽𝐻 with the number 2 afterward, and if online community is not your thing but you want exclusive content above and beyond what I offer on YouTube, click the join button right below this video, another video will pop up describing your options to you. I under that context, without the context I just said, that it stayed structurally from a large EMA standpoint stronger than Bitcoin, without that context, I think it would have massive trouble getting over this, but remember my Ethereum analysis where I said consolidating under a resistance point is typically, like, it's almost never bearish. Even though at Bitcoin's 69K top it was, which is crazy. It really did look pretty bullish up there. That was definitely a fake out because Bitcoin was consolidating on top of its 64K area and then it broke down. But anyway, it's usually not bearish, so it is consolidating under these actually 1, 2, 3, 4 local high areas. It looks like it's going to bust up and challenge. Let's see here. I don't think it can get all the way up to, so you can see this origin line right here. I don't think it'll get that one. I think it could get this one because this let me make this origin line a little bit different color. Let me make it white. So that origin line right there, it looks like it is on a horizontal with the next structural area of interest. And if it can get in here, it'll probably have to play around in here a little bit, but once it gets out, if Bitcoin keeps going, that'd be a 35% move up to somewhere around just over 124. I think it could go 124 to 130, 124 to 130. This is a neat consolidation, and a really cool thing about it. And here, what I'm about to say though is going to be really important. So, what I'm about to say is even though it only happened in a quick moment of time, what I'm about to show you, it is hyper important, and it's something you need to eagle eye in terms of knowing your probabilities of continuation to the upside. Like what I'm about to say is just really important. It applies to everything, not just AVAX. Let me take off the monthly one. So let's focus on this red line, takeoff price. Okay, so we're going to focus how did price ever use this 10 EMA as full on support? That's what we're going to be looking at, right? And when did it do it? So put price back on. That wick, that doesn't count. So when it went above, it came straight below it, used it, and let me zoom in. Below, came up, used it as resistance, not support. It did not use it as support, came right through, used it as resistance. Came back up, fell through, a little bit of support, but still broke down, used it more as resistance. So this was support at the time, but because it then failed it and broke through, this now does not count as support because it did not make some type of local higher high over this. So that invalidates those but in the moment though, that is being used as support. And at that time, if Bitcoin were strong, I would have been trying to trade to the upside, but perhaps Bitcoin was weak and Bitcoin ruined the party for it. So therefore, it still hasn't been used as support. Only resistance once again. Like, look, and let's even go down to like the 15-minute chart so you can see how perfectly it's hitting us, right? Like it's only been used as resistance. And here's the key though. It finally used it as support and made a higher local high. Therefore, all of this consolidation should be seen as a pretty bullish setup because it doesn't need, to have permission to fly, it doesn't need to necessarily come down and use this as support. It's already respected this more than enough from all the times it's used it as resistance and played around it. That's enough respect. So even rejections count as a form of respect. In Far East Asian cultures, you bow, it's like bowing, like, they do deep bows or whatever for extra respect, or if you did something wrong and you're apologizing, whatever. Like, this is a deep bow. There's a lot of respect to this line, and you got it as support. Therefore, this consolidation could easily, that gives it permission to fly, really. Obviously, assuming Bitcoin stays strong, and really, right now, that's not chasing green candles. I think that is honestly a pretty damn good setup.